FAFSA delays are causing issues this school year. How might this affect potential JMU students in the long run?
Plus, JMU football is on a winning streak. Will they be able to keep it up for family weekend?
And a Constitution Day event encourages political conversations among students.
Live from the Allison B. Parker Studio in the School of Media Arts and Design at James Madison University, this is Breeze TV.
Welcome back to Breeze TV. I'm Abby Allard.
And I'm Alexa Bonilla. As JMU wraps up International Week, there's one more on-campus event for students today. Breeze TV's Lauren Keller is at Taylor Down Under to tell you everything you need to know about this event. Lauren?
Thanks, Alexa. The Center for Global Engagement is setting up for their student variety show right behind me. Graduate and undergraduate students are coming to Taylor Down Under to show off their diverse cultures. Art has already been decorated and displayed, including canvases that have been made with international students, a carpet right behind me, and blocks of wood that display many different shapes and colors. The students are currently hanging up international flags around the wall. International students are dressing up in their culture's traditional clothing and dancing on the stage. The center also bought ingredients for the international students to make their international culture's dish. The dish is free for sampling when you arrive at the event. The event starts at 4 and goes until 6 p.m. today. That's all from me. Alexa, back to you at the studio.
Thanks, Lauren. As JMU wraps up International Week, there's one more on-campus event that Lauren just spoke about. But election season is underway. Local congressional candidates are getting out into the community to meet voters. Breeze TV's McKenna Schonbrunn has the story.
Rockingham farmers and JMU students had the opportunity to meet Ken Mitchell at a dinner hosted by the Rockingham Democratic Committee. Mitchell is running to represent the 6th District in the House of Representatives. Many voters who attended the event are thrilled by his campaign so far.
He was awesome, super friendly, very outgoing, really excited to talk about things that I cared about.
Mitchell, a Rockingham resident and farmer, is focusing his campaign on promoting equality for underrepresented groups, including women and the LGBTQ+ community. He highlights the need for better representation of farmers.
We haven't been getting a lot of support from our representation in Washington, D.C., and so that's a big part of his campaign is representing the best interests of farmers.
Since early voting started, the 6th District has the 3rd highest vote count in the state. Mitchell says this shows just how excited Rockingham voters are for this upcoming election.
Do not be left behind in this critical time where every vote matters. Get out and vote early.
The next event on his campaign trail is the Festival of Leaves in Front Royal. Reporting for Breeze TV, I'm McKenna Schonbrunn.
Rescue Ed trained its first batch of new members to handle opioid overdose situations. However, they lack the tools needed to combat drug problems on campus. These new members will participate in Rescue Ed's Narcan administration trainings with student organizations that reach out to them. According to Rescue Ed, knowing how to handle an opioid overdose situation is more important than ever for JMU students.
At JMU, we do still see a good number of overdoses every single year. So I think educating JMU students provides an opportunity to lower that number.
Resources it would like to fully prepare students for overdoses. Due to budget cuts from the state, the police department can't supply them with Narcan to give to students for free.
We are working every day to be able to solve this and help get free Narcan.
Until Rescue Ed can provide free Narcan, they are redirecting students to the health center, where it can be purchased for $26, a significantly reduced price compared to ordinary pharmacies. And JMU is facing a unique challenge this fall caused by over-admitting students and FAFSA logistics. Delays in the FAFSA process created significant challenges for many students and potential students. In response, JMU extended the enrollment deposit deadline from May 1st to May 15th, giving students more time to complete their FAFSA applications and evaluate financial aid offers. This allowed JMU to accommodate more students than initially expected. JMU's Vice President for Enrollment Management noted that this extension was essential for supporting students in making informed decisions. However, as a result of the overacceptance, JMU will not be allowed to accept first-year transfer students for the next semester. Catherine Hunt, a transfer student, mentioned how important it is for transfer students to be fully integrated into the JMU community.
I transferred from a community college, and I had no idea what real college was going to be like. So living on campus really helped me expand my social circle, just get to know more people, and know what it's like to actually be a part of the JMU community.
Hunt also emphasized how vital it is for transfer students to have access to the full college experience. Looking ahead, JMU is optimistic that similar FAFSA issues won't recur in 2025. The goal is to ensure students receive timely financial aid information.
A former JMU Duke is signing with a National Football League, but probably not the one you're thinking of. Find out where he's heading.
Plus, one JMU football player is bouncing back after last season.
And the volleyball team is set to play App State tonight after losing to the team last night. Breeze TV's Tommy Gorganis has more on how the team is preparing.
The one, the only, Bojangles Cajun Filet Biscuit. Nothing compares to our signature Cajun spiced chicken breast filet on a made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuit. Bojangles Cajun Filet Biscuit is so good, we serve it all day. For a limited time, get 2 Cajun Filet Biscuits for just $5. Bojangles, it's bow time.
It's bow time. Introducing new Bojangles chicken wings. Try the boldly seasoned classic, sweet and smoky barbecue, or creamy buffalo for some heat. Head to Bojangles and order all 3 flavors for your next party. It's bow time.
The best car for the best price with the best payment plan. It's all waiting for you at Consumers Auto Warehouse in Stanton. Why not swing on by and let us show you how affordable a top quality used car is. Consumers Auto Warehouse, Richmond Avenue, Stanton.
It's bow time. Some classics never go out of style, like fresh egg, American cheese, and hickory smoked bacon on a made-from-scratch biscuit. Get a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit with crispy bow rounds and a hot coffee or medium drink. Order in the app or at Bojangles. It's bow time.
A short drive from JMU, the Fashion Gallery is your one-stop shop for any occasion. Shop formal to casual styles in sizes 2 to 22. So be sure to visit us for some retail therapy at the Fashion Gallery.
Is Breeze TV.
Welcome to the Breeze TV Sports Desk. I'm Tommy Gorganis. While JMU football plays its second home game of the year, here's more on how the Dukes match up with their opponent. The 3-0 football Dukes are cruising into family weekend. A statement win over UNC Chapel Hill has made them a talking point in college sports this week. But there's another game to play. The Ball State Cardinals are coming off of a tight loss to Central Michigan, giving them a 1-2 record. Ball State is 19-point underdogs for Saturday's matchup, but here's where the Cardinals have some talent. Other than a 62-0 defeat to number 7 Miami, Ball State has had some success on offense. The Cardinals are expected to start quarterback Caden Simonza on Saturday. The redshirt freshman has been steady for his team, completing over 71% of his passes. He's also thrown for 7 touchdowns to just 2 interceptions. One player Simonza favors throwing to is Tanner Koziel. The 6'7" tight end leads Ball State in both receptions and receiving yards. Running back Braden Sloan leads the running game. Sloan has 210 rushing yards, through 3 games.
This is probably top 2 teams that we've played up to this point in time. This is a very, very good football team, and I'm excited for our guys to attack this week.
One area the Cardinals have struggled is on defense. They've allowed 319 passing yards per game and over 213 rushing yards per game. In those categories, they rank 131st and 121st respectively among 133 FBS teams. Meanwhile, JMU is coming off of its best offensive performance of the year. Duke's quarterback Alonzo Barnett's 388 yards and 5 touchdown performance against UNC earned him Associated Press National Player of the Week. Receivers Cam Ross and Amarion Dollison each had over 100 receiving yards. And when it came to running, Barnett ran for 99 yards and 2 touchdowns. Running back George Pettaway chipped in by rushing for 87 yards of his own.
Whoever's hot, we're going to feed them. I mean, we have so many playmakers on this offense that you can really give it to anyone, and they're going to have a good day. And obviously, I mean, Saturday, everybody was eating.
One area of concern for JMU could be its defense. The 50 points it gave up Saturday easily surpassed the 13 points given up in the first 2 games. This is an area the Dukes know they need to improve on.
50 points, no matter how you put it, no matter how much our offense scores, is unacceptable. But we're ready to come back and be a lot better. Especially after the first 2 weeks, we showed that we could be a top defense in the nation.
As the team prepares for its next matchup, here's a look at the players stepping up for the Dukes in 2024. This year, there are several football Dukes making an impact on the field. One of them is senior tight end Taylor Thompson. After transferring from UNC Charlotte and catching 0 passes last year, Thompson has caught 7 passes for 82 yards and a touchdown in 2024.
Yeah, I'm definitely pleased. Not even me, just the tight end room in general. We're getting used a lot in this offense, and that's different from my whole career, really.
Thompson was one of 8 receivers to catch a pass in JMU's 70-50 win over UNC Chapel Hill on Saturday. Quarterback Alonzo Barnett III found Thompson for a passing touchdown in the second quarter. That increased the Dukes' lead to 39-21. It was part of a 28-0 run to close the first half.
That was very special. That was my first touchdown since back at Charlotte in 2022. So, going through last year, not getting on the field much, to completely turning around this year, getting in the end zone.
The Dukes next play Ball State this Saturday. Ball State allows an average of 319 passing yards per game, which is 3rd to last in the FBS.
I really think we can attack just like we did Saturday and really just feed who's hot, and I think we'll have good pass game and good run game.
Former JMU defensive lineman Jalen Green signed with the Toronto Argonauts earlier this week. The Argonauts are part of the Canadian Football League East Division. They currently hold a 7-7 record through 14 games. Last season, Green suffered a knee injury during the Georgia State game. The injury ended his 4th year at JMU. That year, Green tallied up 15.5 sacks through 9 games. That was the 2nd most in both the Sun Belt Conference and in the country. Green was also voted Sun Belt Defensive Player of the Year and First Team All-Sun Belt. JMU volleyball began Sun Belt Conference play last night. The Dukes were at home against the App State Mountaineers. In a back-and-forth battle, JMU lost 3-0. The Dukes kept it close, but the Mountaineers were able to go on multiple point runs. App State won the first 2 sets 25-23 and the clinching set 25-20. App State's Maya Winterhoff had 11 kills, which led the team in the stat. The win ended the Mountaineers' 5-match losing streak to the Dukes, which went back to 2011. Coach Warren Steinbrecher cited multiple areas in which the Dukes could improve.
Didn't cover the ball, we didn't take care of easy balls, we didn't get our hands across the net on the blocking. I mean, so much of it will be focused on us, and then once we are playing good volleyball, we'll focus on the other team.
The loss dropped the Dukes to a 5-6 record. Looking to get back to 500 on the season, they play App State again today in the 2nd game of the series. The match is today at 6 p.m. at the Convocation Center. Men's soccer has been on a torrid stretch. Here's a look into the team's last matchup.
JMU men's soccer has now won 5 consecutive matches. The Dukes defeated Radford 5-0 at home on Tuesday night. In contrast to their previous matchups, the team took a quick lead in the first half. This allowed for more playing time for non-starters in the second half.
We're a team and we're all happy for each other no matter if they play or not, but I'm glad all of them that they haven't touched the field have touched the field.
The Dukes moved up to 10th place in the recent United Soccer Coaches Poll. That's 11 places up from last week. While the accomplishment is encouraging, the team doesn't let this affect its overall play.
Yeah, it's nice to have that, but we always play with a chip on our shoulder and take game by game, and we don't really focus on that, and we just continue to play our game and do our best every game.
The team's next game will be at Georgia Southern on Saturday at 7 p.m. Reporting from Centera Park for Breeze TV, I'm Andrew Perkson.
Field hockey is taking on another Mid-American Conference opponent today at the JMU Field Hockey Complex. After losing to the California Golden Bears 3-0 on Sunday, the Dukes played Central Michigan. The Dukes were victorious 3-2 over the JMU Field Hockey Complex. CMU has now lost 5 straight matches, and the Dukes improved to a 5-2 record. Many JMU sports programs are in action this weekend. Some teams are grabbing nationwide attention heading into the end of September. Women's soccer is on a 3-game winning streak. Freshman Ginny Lackey has been lighting up the scoreboard. After scoring 2 goals against Southern Miss, Lackey scored a goal and added 2 assists against Coastal Carolina last night. The Dukes defeated the Chanticleers 3-1. Lackey and JMU can make it 3 straight wins in Sunbelt play against the Old Dominion Monarchs. The Dukes and Monarchs clash this weekend in the Town Bank Royal Rivalry Challenge. It will be on Sunday at 6 p.m. at Centera Park. Following its loss yesterday, JMU Volleyball has lost 3 consecutive matches so far. The team plays the Mountaineers once more today at 6 p.m. It's the final game of the 2-game series. JMU Field Hockey takes the trip down to Charlotte, North Carolina to take on Queens University in a non-conference matchup. The game will be Sunday at 1 p.m. That's all I have for sports. Abby and Alexa, back to you.
Thanks, Tommy. Harrisonburg's Pride Festival faced some rain last weekend, but the rain didn't dampen their spirits.
We'll have everything you need to know about the Pride Festival and this weekend's weather. You won't want to miss it.
Let's see first.
It's bow time. Combine the bold taste of Bojangles Chicken Supreme with dill pickles, Carolina Gold barbecue sauce, and a toasted bun that's great on the go, and you get Bo's Bird Dog. Grab 2 for $5. Available for a limited time only. It's bow time. It's bow time. Some classics never go out of style, like fresh egg, American cheese, and hickory smoked bacon on a made-from-scratch biscuit. Get a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit with crispy bow rounds and a hot coffee or medium drink. Order in the app or at Bojangles. It's bow time.
A short drive from JMU, the Fashion Gallery is your one-stop shop for any occasion. Shop formal to casual styles and sizes 2 to 22. So be sure to visit us for some retail therapy at the Fashion Gallery.
The one, the only, Bojangles Cajun Filet Biscuit. Nothing compares to our signature Cajun Spice Chicken Breast Filet on a made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuit. Bojangles Cajun Filet Biscuit is so good, we serve it all day. For a limited time, get 2 Cajun Filet Biscuits for just $5. Bojangles, it's bow time.
This is Breeze TV.
At JMU's Constitution Day event, the Madison Center spoke about a new program called Better Conversations. The program's goal is to encourage kind conversations on political topics. Constitution Day emphasizes the importance of civic engagement and encourages students to express their civic duty. Breeze TV's Lauren Keller has more about the importance of civic discourse.
Better Conversations is a new program for incoming JMU students. The program hosted an online learning course over the summer. Now that the students are on campus, they will gather for a group discussion about real-world issues.
I think that this program really gives students that confidence and boost that they need to realize that they are able to have these conversations at Thanksgiving dinner. They don't have to sit at the kiddie table.
To encourage healthier conversations, the Madison Center for Civic Engagement hosted its Constitution Day event on Wednesday. President of the Institute for Citizens and Scholars, Raj Vinakota, spoke about the importance of students building their civic discourse as a skill. He emphasized students to engage in thoughtful, respectful, but difficult conversations now and beyond their time at JMU.
That civil discourse is a skill that we need to learn, that we need to build, and that we will use throughout the entirety of our careers and our lives.
I want to understand your perspective. I want to be able to empathize with your point of view, and I want to be able to get better at understanding my own perspectives. It's really critical, and this is kind of a crucible moment.
The end goal of the program is for students to have a better understanding of perspectives and to reach common ground. Vinakota said he is excited to continue working with JMU. Reporting for Breeze TV, I'm Lauren Keller.
The Shenandoah Valley Pride event faced some rainy weather last weekend, but the downpour didn't dampen Harrisonburg's pride. Breeze TV's Zeta Sudeth was at the event.
Shenandoah Valley Pride held its 10th annual Harrisonburg Pride Festival. Many have watched the event grow over the years, including Jody Simmons. She notes Harrisonburg's acceptance of the LGBTQ+ community has spread throughout the valley. Waynesboro had its first ever Pride Festival 2 weeks ago.
I know that, my goddaughter had to have a support system. She found it at Pride. I've had many friends, their kids find a support system at Pride that they couldn't find somewhere else.
The event has created a space for LGBTQ+ individuals in Harrisonburg. Drag Queen Climax emphasizes the importance of this gathering.
Harrisonburg is definitely known for not having the biggest community here. They do have a big community, but we don't have a lot of spaces for us to gather. It's so nice to see all the girls here, even the people who are not part of this community and are just here to support and show some love. It's very nice.
The festival featured multiple drag performers, including Miss Gay America 2010, Coco Montrese. There was also an after-party featuring local drag performers to benefit the Shenandoah Valley Pride Alliance. Many locals, students, and different organizations showed up to celebrate Pride and support one another.
I think it's really wonderful to see all the different organizations that support this population of people and see how many people, are represented in this community that we should be supporting, especially since Harrisonburg is kind of unique in that it supports the LGBTQIA population so strongly in comparison to adjacent towns.
Shenandoah Valley Pride hopes to continue promoting inclusion and diversity throughout the valley. For Breeze TV, I'm Zeta Sudeth.
Well, if you were hoping for a sunny family weekend, you might have to wait until next year. Audience editor Maddie Bynack has the weekend weather.
Thanks, Alexa. We're starting this fall Friday with some heavy rain. With Hurricane Helene on the move, Governor Youngkin declared a state of emergency on Wednesday night. The flood watch will continue into this weekend, which could cause some issues with the upcoming football game and Harrisonburg International Festival. Today we'll see high temps in the mid 70s and low 80s, but as you can see, the rain will certainly be causing some humidity. Saturday has some hope for sun, hitting as high as 85 in Franklin and lows in the 70s happening closer to Monterey. Sunday calls for those same 70s to 80s, but chances of rain spike back up in the mid to late afternoon. Families will be sure to bring an umbrella for this stormy family weekend. That's all I have for weather. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Maddie. If you may have noticed, our news director, Alexa Bonilla, anchored with me today. She will be anchoring up until the election show, which is November 5th. Alexa, how did you feel about anchoring?
I feel pretty good. I'm really excited for this and the election show.
I'm so happy that we finally get to anchor with each other. This has been like our dream since like freshman year. But anyways, we'll see you all next week. Same time, same place.